Hey, David here with Mojo, and it's Friday, October 14th, and this is the release notes video for what's in your Mojo starting today. Some new stuff. Now, this is my third time trying to record this because I'm just really winded today, wanting to really dive into everything we've done, and I need to take a different approach because I know your time is valuable, so I'm going to give this a go again. After I cover these 8 things we've released today, I'm going to give you 2 little bonus tips, and I hope you stick around for those. So the first thing we released today is we now have a second name field on the contact form. So if I open up a record, you can see here that there's a second name field on the contact record. If I take this out, I can demonstrate something for you. You can see here, now there is no second name. I just simply click into the area and type it in. Boom, and that saves it to the database. The other way you can get a second name in the contact form is going to be via the import process inside of Mojo. You're now going to see a second name field. So if your lead files have a second name, go ahead and map that out to that field. It'll show up inside of your Mojo account's contact forms. The third option is via lead posting. If you're a Mojo lead subscriber and we have data that's got a second name, boom, it's going to show up here in your contact form. Same with the Redx or Vulcan 7, or Coles even, who post data into Mojo. So that's the first thing we did. The second thing we did is we allowed you very easily to, let me go to the activities area, mass assign activities that are with one agent to another agent. So if you're a manager, an owner on an account, maybe someone went vertical in the company, they're doing something else now, or maybe you had the unfortunate task of letting somebody go, you can go ahead and grab one or all of the events or activities you want to reschedule. You can do the old click and select like I've just done here. You can choose select all, and then you choose the assign activity button, and then you just choose the agent on the account that you want to assign these to, and as soon as you press assign, it's going to reassign all those, and those folks can follow up with any of those activities that were due. All right, next thing we're going to talk about, the third thing, so we can sort in the My Data area, right? Hopefully you're doing this. Here's an example. I can click in the full name field, this down arrow, and it's going to sort it in alphabetical order. Now, if for some reason I want to prospect this in alphabetical order, I haven't been able to do that easily before. I had to massage the data. Not so today. Now I've got it sorted, and I can sort based on street address, city, state, zip code. Heck, whatever metric you have in your My Data view, because you can manipulate these, right? Add and remove some. Anything, maybe I just want to dial people that have an email address because I want to send them emails. So maybe I prioritize all my emails on the top. Whatever sort you get here, here's the next step. You either have to select you need to select several records like I'm doing here, or just choose a select all option. So either select a swath of data you want to dial from your main list, or choose select all and then choose the power dialer button. That first part is key because the only way dial by sort works is using the selected records option. And in order to initiate this, you either have to choose select all or click and select from the My Data screen. And the reason for that is if you just selected the list and hit power dialer, then the call wizard dialing plans begin to work, and they don't include dial by sort. So again, I'm going to back up here. You choose your list, you make your sort. You're looking at it. I like this. It's clearly in alphabetical order. I chose select all because I want to call everybody in this list. I choose the power dialer. I choose selected records. It gives me our new call wizard that we released several months ago when we came up with this new selected dial, and then I hit start dialing, and it will dial based on the order right in front of me on the screen. So a few notes about that. Again, you need to choose the select all option to dial an entire list like this, and then you need to choose the selected records. So hopefully you guys start taking advantage of that. There's a million ways you can slice and dice your data and sort it. I'm sure you guys will figure out whatever your needs are, they're going to be met now when it comes to dialing by sort. Next thing we're going to talk about, I'll leave the screen here. I'm going to click on the marketing button. If you haven't checked out the marketing area, please do. We're getting a ton of awesome feedback on it. Like, it's been a game changer for us. Click on marketing. Choose either the entire list or just the selected records. And what you're going to see now from the marketing window is the entry for I want to blast emails. So it couldn't get any easier than this. You just select I want to blast emails, you select the email template, and poof, you send it, and it's gone. One thing to note is, in order to control the deliverability and make sure you don't come up as a spammer, we do regulate it, which is an industry standard, to about 100 email sends an hour. They'll all get sent, but they're going to go out at a rate of 100 emails an hour. And that's to make sure that your emails get to those intended inboxes, okay? So that's a feature to protect you guys. If you don't see them all go out right away, it's because it's 100 an hour. So if you send 2,000 emails, don't expect that blast to all get delivered right away. It's going to take a little bit of time. All right, we just covered blast email. Looking forward to your feedback on that. Let's go over to the reports area real quick. Excuse me. And I'm going to go down here to the email status report. We've added some new filters. We've changed up this page a little bit, and we had easier to read metrics. Prior to today, if I were to look at the emails that I've sent from the account, it would just show me a list of all the emails. Today, we've added metrics. So in the case that I want to look at this month, and I want to look at all my statuses, but I can now choose only emails that were sent manually, only emails that were auto-sent from the dialer while I was dialing, action plan based emails, or blast emails. I can do that. I can filter these down. Why would I want to do this? Because in particular, with action plan and blast email, you want to know what's working, right? What people are clicking through on. You can do split tests now. You can say, hey, I love this newsletter, or I love this blast email, but I'm afraid it's not working as good as maybe this design. Okay, split it up. Get crazy. Send them both out, half here, half there, and look at the different metrics for them. So you can choose the action plan type, and then it'll ask you which action plan do you want to break down. And once I select that, I don't have any that I've sent out of this account, but it's going to show me a grid of all the metrics. Who's opened, who's, how many opened, how many failed, how many unsubscribed, how many clicked through, how many haven't been opened yet. You get the idea. So as you guys know, we released phase 1 of action plans. Phase 2 is coming right around the corner. Let me go ahead and put this person in an action plan. They don't have an email address, so I'm going to put one in. All right. And someone's opted out of our email on our development account, which kind of stinks. But that's not going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and click on Actions, Action Plan, Expired Property, click Assign. Okay, they're in this. Now, let's say I get this person on the phone prior to this first email going out. Or maybe I'm on my third or fourth step, and I get them on the phone, and I look down here, and I go, shoot, they just told me they're going on vacation the week of whatever. And it looks like I have an action step to happen then. I don't want them to happen I don't want that action step to happen when they're on vacation. So I can go up here to this black icon, and I can see that my next step is expired campaign day 0, scheduled for today in this case. I can skip the step. I sure want to skip the step. Yes, I do. Now you'll see it immediately turns to next action step is day 4 on 10/18. So see what I did there? I skipped the step. So thank you for whoever offered that up to us. I'm glad we were able to put that in there. Whew, this video is getting long. Next one's just a quick bug. I'm not going to go through it. It's something we fixed. Prior to today, if you had 3, 4, 5, 6 different phone numbers for a contact, when you had Call Hammer initiated, we dial the first phone, and then we go down to like the last phone and dial in order back to the first. Crazy, I know. I can't believe that was a bug in our system. Now it's in dial the first phone, second phone, third phone, fifth phone, sixth phone, in order when a Call Hammer is activated and you're not getting people on the phone. So hopefully that makes sense, you guys. Thank you for that bug report. So now 2 little bonus items I want to talk about because a lot of people are shocked on the phone when we tell them about this first one. Keep hitting data and dialer. See where my head is. I want to get on the phone. Go in the Elite store real quick, and I go search for neighborhood search. Stay with me, because a lot of people ask about this, and it's a huge edge we have over our competition in the neighborhood search type data field. So I'm going to put in a address. Okay. I'm going to map it out. I'm just going to go like... oh man, we're in a tiny town, huh? Holy moly. I find somewhere I've mapped out before. Okay, this is good. I'm going to go way over here. Give me something, please. That's really, really rural, clearly. You see here, this is something that slips people's minds because they either don't read about it or we don't do a good job conveying it. But if I were to go to import this data and I keep the allow federal do not call in the off status, that means we're going to scrub it against a DNC. And this is for U.S.-based clients only. So let me do that. Once I do that, it tells me do not call status is scrubbed. That basically means anybody in this search that's on the do not call list is not going to come into Mojo. Now, for those of you that do scrub your data, pay attention to the next step. The thing that a lot of people don't get, and this is my tip when it comes to the lead store and the neighborhood search, is that unlike our competitors, we don't just scrub it the first time through. See, there's a 30-day window that you're allowed to work within when it comes to the do not call as a telemarketer. And we basically, every 30 days, we throw a flag. So today is the 14th of the month. I'm importing this data. It goes into my account and I dial on it. Well, 30 days later, the system knows, hey, you've just exceeded that 30-day oops window. And by oops window, I mean, if this person right here, Hackinson, isn't on the DNC today and I bring him in, but he puts his number on it tomorrow, I have 30 days to get my stuff together to make sure I don't call him again. So here's what happens in Mojo. Let me rewind again. I bring it in, I dial on it today. 30 days later, I go to load this list in the dialer. It knows you're outside that 30-day window. So what do? We hit it against the do not call again for you before you make that dialing session so that you're protected. Now, no other lead provider is going to do that for you. So basically, you can rest assured, any data you scrub for the neighborhood search, we're going to check it every 30 days. We don't do it sitting in your database. But whenever you go to load it in the dialer, we're going to do it then. Hopefully that makes sense. For those of you who like to stay DNC compliant, it's a huge, huge bonus for you guys because you don't have to think about it. If you got your data from XYZ neighborhood search company and they posted it to Mojo on the first of the month, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days later, there's no telling how many more people that you've already imported are actually DNC now, and you're going to get pinched. With Mojo, it doesn't happen. We're constantly updating it every 30 days. All right, I beat that horse. Let me go to the next and final thing because this video is getting long, and that is, look, I've personally gone through some of the email templates people are making inside of Mojo. I can see it on the back end, and I am super impressed with the amount that people are using this new template maker. From third and fourth quarter announcements, things coming up, to neighborhood information, to I saw some really cool Halloween ones. Customers inviting people to something that they're sponsoring. They're all orange and all done up, and they're just crazy. They're packed with a ton of info, and they're really easy to make. One thing I wanted to bring up is you don't always have to hit a home run with emails. Sometimes, and I'm referring to design here, sometimes simplicity is key. So I just wanted to show you a quick, simple email template that can drive it home. Subject is get your boxes ready to pack. And it's simple. It's got a box at the top. Greetings. We'll insert the first name for you. Are you ready to make a smart move? I noticed that your listing recently expired. Maybe it's time to make a smart move to a new agent. Catchy. As an experienced professional in your area, I'm an expert in pricing and marketing campaigns designed not just to list, but to sell. Call me today and start packing your bags or boxes. Cute, right? And then this really, really ugly signature line thing that I put in here. But you get the idea. It's simple. It drives the point home, it brands yourself, and it gets them questioning, is it time for me to choose a new realtor? And if so, why the heck aren't they calling you, right? I can preview this on the desktop. You can see it here. I can see what the mobile view is going to look like. Now, again, I purposely made this thing really short and simple. And sometimes that's the key to getting people's attention. Just like you wouldn't send a glossy to somebody that had 1 million images on it. You want to keep it simple. It's sometimes best to do the same thing with email. Not that I didn't love all those emails people were making inside of Mojo. I did, but I saw a lot of emails that had a ton of content and very few that were just simple. So I just wanted to show off a quick example. That's what a simple email can look like. If you're not playing around with our new email editor, I think you're crazy, because it's robust, it's simple to use, and it's just got all the features all those paid programs have. And it comes to you in Mojo at no additional cost. And for those of you on the $10 a month Lead Manager plan, you still get it. Not to mention you get the drip emails via Action Plan. It's a no-brainer. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this video. Way too long. Thanks for hanging in there with me. As always, make it a great day.